Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's Fiona, and I come to you with a conversation usually when clients bring up a question, and I go, I think there are more people that are probably going to be asking about this. So this one is coming from a client. And we're going to be talking about something today that sounds really complicated, but it's actually one of the I hesitate to say easy, simplest nutrition strategies that you can do, whatever ism you are, veganism, vegetarianism, omnivorism, ketoism, carnivorism, athlete, caregiver, weekend warrior, whatever label you need or have. Or you could just be someone who simply wants to age strong like you mean it. And this simple strategy is called protein stacking. I know. I'm very reluctant to even use the word protein. It's out right now everywhere like locusts over corn. But before your eyes start glazing over and you think this is going to be a lecture about chicken breasts and protein powder, please, it's Fiona. I'm not going to do that. Stay with me, because protein stacking isn't about eating more food. It's about eating smarter food. It's about getting more muscle building power, better recovery, not just from workouts, from surgery, from injuries, from bad sleep, from caregiving, all the things. It's also going to provide more energy, improved satiety, where you just feel full longer, and you're going to have a stronger and more efficient aging for meals that you're probably already eating. So protein stacking, from my perspective, is layering on what you're already doing really well. Because honestly, folks, if you're listening to me on this podcast, I know that you're already searching for different ways to enhance the life that you're leading. So I already don't need to give you the conversation about movement and all the things. I know you're on there. So if you're over 40, over 30, over 50, post whatever. If you're training for a race or recovering from illness, or you're just trying to stay as independent as humanly possible, this conversation matters a lot, because most people that I work with aren't under-eating their calories, they're under-eating quality protein. And that is where the consequences happen. Loss of muscle, slower recovery, increased injury risk, more hunger, more fatigue, and less resilience. So the solid news about this, my peeps, is a few simple stacking strategies can completely change your game. All right, so let's dive in. You ready? Splash, good. So protein stacking simply means combining two or more protein sources together to create a stronger nutritional outcome than any one food could provide. You're just eating more than one protein at the same time, peeps. It's more protein, it's better amino acids, it's more nutrients, better digestion, more muscle building potential. You almost want to think of it like you're building a solid team. One player might be really fast, another one might be really strong, one might be smart. Individually, they rock, but all together, they're an absolutely exceptional team. And protein works the same way. So your body is constantly rebuilding muscle, skin, hormones, enzymes, immune cells, recovery tissue. All of this requires amino acids. And there are 9 essential amino acids that your body just can't manufacture. You need to get them from food. When one amino acid is missing or comes up short, it becomes the limiting factor. It's like having one player short on your team, folks. It means you can still play, but you're not going to play as well. Sometimes I'll explain it to people. It's like a barrel. So imagine a wooden barrel holding water, and the shortest board determines how much water the barrel can hold. Not the tallest board, the shortest one. Okay, so protein quality works kind of the same way. And the amino acid you're lowest in becomes your limiting factor. And that's where stacking comes in. And one of the most famous ways to stack protein is, well, it's global. There's lots of different combinations. Long before we had nutritional influencers, my friends, Yes. Rice and beans, ding dong, right? And something about Mary, rice and beans. Dal and rice, hummus and pita, corn and beans. These are not accidents. Grains tend to be really low in lysine, and legumes tend to be low in methionine. And you put them together and suddenly both weaknesses disappear. It's kind of like teamwork. It's simple. All of these are affordable as well and effective. So one of my other conversations is, I got to kill a myth here. And you probably heard you need to combine complementary proteins in the same meal. And I respectfully go another way. I don't think your body is a stopwatch. It maintains an amino acid pool throughout the entire day. So if breakfast contains one protein source and lunch contains another, your body can absolutely use them together. The goal is never perfection. The goal is always variety. That said, stacking molecules within meals can help you hit higher protein targets more easily, especially if you're doing all the things that we were talking about building muscle and recovering. And again, on a little bit of an offshoot, being back in paramedic school, I couldn't help but notice something really interesting. When we talk about heart attacks, myocardial infarctions, we often measure troponin. And troponin is a protein release when heart muscle is damaged. And troponin doesn't tell us heart rate. A person can have completely normal heart rates and elevated troponin. A person can have a very high heart rate and normal troponin. Both are related to the heart, but they tell us different stories. And nutrition is similar as well. Most people look at protein the same way they look at a heart rate. They focus on one number. How many grams did I get today? But total protein grams only tell us part of the story. Protein quality matters. Digestibility matters. It's the difference between asking how fast your heart is beating versus, is the heart muscle healthy? In nutrition, it's the difference between how much protein did I eat and how much usable protein did my body actually get. Because just like troponin, it gives us a deeper understanding of what's happening in the heart. Understanding amino acid gives us a deeper understanding of what your protein is actually doing for recovery, muscle building, energy, and healthy aging. Okay, and this is where I get very excited about what I would consider the VIP of muscle building, the Dwayne and all the Johnsons. This is leucine. Leucine is basically, it's the ignition key that tells our body, hey, let's build and repair some muscle, especially for postmenopausal and perimenopausal women. Most research is going to tell you you need roughly, 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine per meal to fully switch on muscle protein synthesis. Animal proteins tend to hit this fairly easy. Plant proteins can do that too. They just need a little bit more stacking. And that's one reason why I encourage clients not to just think about total protein, but about the quality. So again, I've already mentioned my favorite protein stacks, like the rice and beans, lentils and rice, hummus and pita. Oh my gosh, peanut butter on toast. Don't even start because I won't stop. Affordable, accessible, effective. Now, is peanut butter the best, most amazing protein source of all time? No, but you can layer it. So one of my secret things that I do with peanut butter on toast is I'll also sprinkle a little bit of hemp powder on that, and I'll sprinkle a little cricket powder on that too. And if I blend that in with a little bit of Greek yogurt on top, ding dong dang, we're hitting about 30 grams with one slice. Not too shabby. If you are a veggie, you've got your Greek yogurt with granola and hemp hearts, cottage cheese on toast, paneer, if you've ever had that. Oh, so good. With chickpeas. If you do dairy, we know it already contains a complete amino acid profile. It elevates things around it, but you might not be a dairy person. Maybe your tofu, tempeh, edamame, soy milk. Soy milk is a strong protein in plants because it contains, again, all those amino acids. But we also ask for variety, right? We don't eat the same protein all the time. I do like blending a little bit of animal and plant. So like chicken over quinoa, eggs with beans, salmon with lentils. You'll be getting a muscle building efficiency of animal protein. And it's also combined with higher fiber, great for postmenopausal. Also nutrients and gut health, right? A happy gut. Yes. Make your biomes in your gut very, very satisfied. So you can do simple things like replace regular pasta with chickpea pasta, swap bread for protein bread, add whey, soy, or type of protein to oatmeal. You can mix protein into pancake batter, always a sneaky favorite. Love that. And they reheat really well too. So not major lifestyle changes, just smarter choices. So breakfast could even look like, for example, Greek yogurt, berries, granola, and hemp hearts. One of my clients on the West Coast eats this every single morning, and we're looking at between 30 and 40 grams of protein before most people have even had their second cup of coffee. Lunch could be chicken, quinoa, black beans, and vegetables. It's got protein, fiber, micronutrients. Dinner, so good. Salmon, lentils, farro, and greens, right? It's not the sexiest thing out there, but it's simple and absolutely effective. And one of the biggest mistakes that I see is people will do exactly 10 grams of protein at breakfast, 15 grams at lunch, and then they'll try to do 90 grams at dinner. And your body, and we all do these things, right? Like this is how we learned. Your body doesn't operate like a savings account. Muscle actually responds better to consistent deposits. Somewhere my bookkeeper is going, yes, yes. So think of protein like a rhythm, breakfast, lunch, dinner, maybe a snack, aiming for anywhere from 25 to 40 grams per meal, and you'll create so many more opportunities for recovery, adaptation, muscle preservation. So important for chicas, peri and post, super important for active adults, and key if you want to be maintaining independence for as long as possible. So looking at my takeaway, and thanks for hanging out with me for this length of time. That's a lot of Fyonna in one sitting. Protein stacking is in bodybuilding nutrition. It's longevity nutrition. It's healthy aging nutrition. It's injury prevention nutrition. It's staying strong enough to carry your backpack, pick up your grandkids, climb the mountain, crawl in the cave, paddle the canoe, finish the race, recover from surgery, maintain your independence. Because my fabulous friend, strong looks so freaking good on you, but strong also functions well. And protein is one of the tools to get us there. So in closing, yes, everything has an end except a sausage, which has two. That's right. So here's the question I'd love for you to think about this week. Are you simply eating protein, or are you intentionally building meals that help you become stronger, recover better, and age with more resilience? Why don't you, as a challenge, take a look at your breakfast right now, or lunch, or dinner, whatever you're eating. What's missing? What could you add on? What one small change could you add so future you is more strong than present you? Because aging is inevitable, my friends. Beats the alternative. And sometimes the difference starts with something as simple as what you put on your plate. And until next time, my goodness, stay curious, stay coachable. And remember, strong looks good on you, but strength is really about what your body can still do 20 years from now.